Welcome back to the Rusty Gears server, guys. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing bloody great. Well, it's been pretty full on around here, and check it out. We got two new babies. Rita dropped the babies. She had twins. I didn't see them when they were little. I was busy building, but we're going to have to break them in, move them, and name them, which is what I'll do shortly. And a new thing I figured out with the horses, I don't know whether it's part of the update or it was just me not knowing, is if you highlight them like this, push in, you can name them without having to use name tags, and you can prevent the breeding, which is probably a good thing because they breed pretty well. Old Zed's still sitting in there. We've been out for a couple of rides and back, but I think, yeah, the girls are pregnant. Pretty close to it. That one looks like today, maybe. So we might move the boys out for now. We'll see what happens. So they should be Gen 2s with it, because these are Gen 1s. Cool. I don't think you get any more physical attributes, stamina and all that. I don't know with the different generations, but definitely with the breeding you get different colours. So that's kind of cool. Not a lot happening over here at the industrial base. We've been just doing our chores. Every time I log on, I come and we check the garden, make sure there's nothing. I got dead turnips. They can stay for now. The bees are going to need harvesting for honey. We've got plenty of that, so I'm not in a hurry to do it. But it's fall, so yeah, the trees are doing their thing. We're actually going to have oranges very shortly again, which is odd. But yeah, we'll see if these apples kernels, I don't know if it's going to get cold enough over here this winter. Who knows? I do get snow over the river there a bit, so we may have to move the apple trees over to there. We'll see. Right now, we're going to head over to the mega build and check it out. So we'll get our little rune out. Boing. Look at that. And we've got a cow on top here. So I've been doing a bit of fiddling around here. We got a little bit of a pyramid thing in the middle, just to mark the middle. I'll put some stairs in for the interior, just so that I can get an idea of where things are going. And they're going to go all the way up to this level. And we've started our balcony, which is neat. I'm loving it. So I'm not sure how high I'm going to go with the pillars. I might go 5 or 6 high, I don't know. That'll be the balcony level. This will probably be a whole floor. I don't know yet. It'll be a floor of sorts in here. But check this out, guys. Punk's been going hard yakka. Check out my hard mahi. We've been going for gold. Yep, that was a feat. That was a bit. I've actually been going full on getting the landscaping as best as I can for now. This side's basically done. I may curve that around a bit more. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It's definitely an excellent view from up here. This side, I've smoothed right down the gradient, so that side's done. Just got to wait for the grass to grow back. It's pretty patchy right now. It's definitely looking the part. I've got a posse marked out there for another building. This side, I've done this bit. Pretty much just over halfway, we've sealed the valley. We do have a little bit of work to do on this corner down here. But that's no major. I did, against my better judgment, some of this down here, I don't know which bits, but some of it is not completely solid. I ran out of dirt, I hit Chaos up, he gave me some more dirt, I used all that. And now we're completely out of dirt again, so I'm actually going to have to go dig some up from somewhere else. But there's not much more to do out here, just this corner. So we'll smooth this corner out a bit. And that'll be the landscaping mostly done, hopefully. Probably going to have to come out with a scythe, trim some grass back, but that can wait. The entranceway is looking good. We've got some stuff in mind to put on the walls. Right now I'm going to slap in these other stairs and work on the next section up top. I'm not sure how much. I've got a little bit of chalk to go. And we may have to go back to the mine because these are all the chalk slabs I've got left. Not a lot, that won't get us very far. So, I'm going to get stuck into it, use up the chalk I've got, and then I think I better go chalk mining again. So bear with me while I go hammer and tongs and get these stairways in and figure out what the balcony's going to look like. Now that's a sight for sore eyes. I've been going hammer and tongs. I've used up all that chalk. It's just madness. I got the next section up. That's the balcony section. I'm liking it. It looks a little flat from a distance, but it'll do. I've done a little bit inside. I went a bit mad. Stairs are in. both sides and they go right up. Look at that. Oh, I love it. So I've got all the pillars in, and the next little bit, I've started planning out the next level, sort of. I'm loving the big pillars. I may put a bit of colour in them. The view just keeps getting better and better. So yeah, that's all in and all done. But that's all that chalk used up. We've got a few more pellets there left to break down. That's going to be a mission. I've started on the inside walls. That's as far as I've planned. Both sides are going to be sort of the same. Yeah, I'm loving this. I really am. These here, I don't know what I'm going to do with these here. I just stuck them in. I mean, that's cool. We may put some pictures on them. I don't know yet. I am liking the stairs. I'll put the big pillars in the corners, go all the way down. I've done this side. That's holding it all up. Got to do that side yet. Wow, this has been a chore. But I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work. Getting the chalk's the hardest bit. I've had to move chalk mines because I've destroyed one. So we've got a second one on the go now. But I've stocked up on our pellets. We need to get some more chalk down. We're about to break this one. I've got a couple more. So I'm going to go hard. I'm going to break these down and then I'll see what we do. And then we should probably pop over to the base and check on the horses. Because it's been a while. I've been doing this for a few days now. And yeah, I'm getting there. I'm definitely loving it. It's a good look on the outside. We'll get the inside done slowly. That is neat. That up there is without colour for now. I'm thinking of leaving that one with no colour, and the colour can go on the next level. Yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see what we come up with. The landscaping is just this corner to do now. That's it. I've got lights and little pillars right around the whole thing to light it up. But this corner's the only bit left to do. Yeehaw. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get stuck into smacking a few bits of chalk blocks out. So I've got enough to at least start the next level. And I'm going to try and figure out where the rooms are going to go in here. I do want to have some sort of rooms in the corner. I may bring the walls down a bit so that we at least see the bottom of these pillars when we walk into a room. That should be cool. Alrighty. Time to get smacking on some blocks. Well, bugger. Punk's done it again. I stuffed up, guys. I done some wonderful recording. Showed lots of stuff. Talked a little hard out. Showed you guys all sorts of things. And, well, yeah. We'll put it down to Punk error. I stuffed it up. It didn't come out very well. So, I'm not going to show you any of it. Because it's complete craps. So, I'm just going to show you the finished product. Well, sort of. We stuck a hole, another row on up top. And it's looking pretty snazzy. Check it out. Even looks good in the rain. And then I went hard yakka on the inside. And we did a little bit of building stuff. I mean, I even got some more rock to play with because I runned out. I finished off the stairs a bit here. I've added a little bit of a floor in. I think I've even come up with a concept for the inside of this floor. We've got a fair bit up the top here. How do I get up? Up the ladder here. So yeah, we chucked this lot in, and Got a fair bit of chiselling. Went mad actually. Haven't done the sides yet, which is a bonus, but I've got some of the chalk in ready to go. I'm even starting to plan on this level. So we're getting there. And that looks pretty snazzy. I like that. I'm kind of hooked on it. We've got to move this floor out to match the width of that floor to keep it kind of square. I even went absolutely ham and I put these sides in. I made a couple of handy dandy funky little lights to stick around the place, and we'll hammer them out all over the show. I even started figuring out where we're going to put a room or two. So we're going to sort of fill in these walls, close them up a bit, make them look a bit nicer. This will be the size of the room this side of the steps with an entranceway here. So I've got to sort of plan the entrances. We are going to keep the centre here fairly open somehow. And I even started chiseling the concept for the next layer. Something like this. So no, that's not a candlestick. It's going to be a trident-ish thing. Don't ask me what this is yet. I'm still whittling away bits of stone, trying to figure out what this piece of stone wants to be. So I sort of treating this carving like I would carving stuff in real life. Sometimes you want to make something into something. Sometimes the object you're carving, being it a bit of wood, a bit of stone, a bit of bone, actually has something already inside it that wants to come out, and you're just helping it, which is what I'm doing with this bit. I don't really know what that actually is, but that's what these bits of chalk wanted to be. Yeah, I'm going with that idea. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it. So that'll be part of the next layer. I've got a fair bit of chalk here to blat out and hopefully get me some of the way of the next level, which should be awesome. I'm actually going to use this room here. So these are all my broken tools. They're all down to, I think, 1 durability each. Yeah, everything's got 1 durability left. So we've gone through a few. I've actually broken a couple, so they've not made it to here. Because I wasn't watching the durability, not what to do. Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a dig out in here. We're going to move the night watcher down where it can't be seen. We're going to move the teleportation rune into the centre here. We're going to get Cupid's little magic door tool, and we're going to turn this into a magic door so we can come in and out, and it's not an open gate. This cow hasn't really moved from up here. I don't know whether she's stuck or she just likes hanging out up here. Really standing on anything, but I'll push her off without her getting shirty. You're not going to bash me or anything? Maybe, maybe not. Come on, get off. You know you want to. Oh yeah, she's starting to move on her own accord. Get off. You've been hanging up here for weeks. There we go, she's on her way. She's going to hang out somewhere. There is still a deer hanging about somewhere, I think. It's been relentlessly raining now that it's winter. I've had to put my warm clothes on. Now, I made this. These are some nice little windows. I'm going to put them in like skylights so that we can get some natural light in here rather than having to light the place up something chronic. But we'll see how we go. Right now, I am actually going to spend some time sticking this other layer in and widening this gap up. I do have a set of stairs to put in because there will be a little floor underneath this one, which will be the top of those. Somewhat. Hopefully. Yes. But got to do some planning out of the floor in here because it's starting to get to the point where I'm going to get a closed-in roof. And I'm going to need to start moving. Geez, that was a drop. I didn't even get hurt. Crikey. Alright. Yes, let's not fall off that lot. So I'm going to put a rail around it so I don't do that. Again. Because, I don't know about you, my heart just jumped through my mouth. Yeah, so we're going to get a floor layout. I'm thinking there'll be a sort of a square pattern with some walls and lots of rooms. Fingers crossed. Alright, well I'm going to hop to it. And hopefully I don't bugger this recording up. Because I don't know what I did with the last one, but it was all gobbledygook. Like, it was pretty much unwatchable. Alright, I'm going to hop to it. I'm probably going to use most of that chalk to finish that layer right round. And come up with something for the next layer. No idea what this is going to be, but it'll look funky. Alright, well, it's been a minute and I've done a fair bit. Right now, I'm just chucking in some lighting to light the place up a bit. I waited for night. I find it's better to chuck your lighting in at night time so you can actually see what it's doing. And we're going to run out of these little oil lamp thingies. But I think they're going to look the part. I like the little stands. I've got them down the bottom there. We'll chuck them a few different places. I've got a few other little lights. We got those ones there. I did that with the little glow pellet, Kewpies pellets. They're excellent. I love those things. But we need to light this place up. Because at night it's pretty dark and it's a pretty big area. And I think this will help. Hopefully. What have we got? 3 left. Gotta love the pantograph. Makes life easy. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Oh well, we're going to have to head back to the industrial base and make some more of these little ceramic oil lamps. And then we'll come back here and check out what I've done, because I've done a pile. Alright, so back to base it is. Boing, love the rune stones. Don't know what to do without them. They are excellent. I haven't been back here for a bit. Things have been getting away on me. We'll have to sort the garden out later. Right now I'm going to find me some clay. Oh, I've got a backpack full of junk. I'm going to get to making some ceramic clay tiles. We better check on the horses while we're here. It's been a while. Probably should feed them all. It's having a kip. Oh, that's... So Rita had her babies. 2. We should probably get... What do we got? 2 stallions. Crikey, we got horses for days. I put all the other girls in here. Oh, the boys? There's a boy. What have we got? Mare. We got horses everywhere. We got 2 spare ones. The fellas are doing good out here. Crikey, we got horses for days. I have to spend some time mucking about with these guys because I've got generation 1s. What are you? Generation 1. Generation 1. What do we got for here? Generation 1. What are these guys? 1 and 1. So we're going to have to sort something out with these girls here. So if they're Gen 1, and these guys, oh, Generation 2, there we go. There's our Generation 2. So I'm going to have to move some about. We may have to let some go out into the wild. But we've got a pile of horses. And you can name them now just by... How do you do it? Click an N. It gives us status and info. Coefficient inbreeding. So yeah, you probably want to change parent stallions or something. I don't know how that works. We may have to go and find some more wild stallions to add to the breeding mix. I'm not sure if we get better stats out of them or not. What happens if we push it on here? Out of it. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to hop to making some more little ceramic doodads. Chuck them in the kiln, cook them up. Our pomegranates are fruiting. Nice. I have come over here and whacked off all the limbs off most of my fruit trees. And we planted them out here. Oh look, some of them have actually grown. Look at that. And we've got a few dead ones sitting out here. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's very pretty. So we've got a field of them. I'm not growing them to harvest the fruit. I'm growing them to harvest the trees themselves because I want to plant a whole lot out at the new build. Same with this row of cypress. These are here just to be cultivated to put in other places. So we better hop to it. I'm going to go and make some ceramic stuff. We'll shoot back over to the mega base and I'll show you what I've been up to over there because I've been doing some hard yakka. I didn't record much of it. I just sort of got in a groove and went for it. Because that thing's huge and we need to get it at least somewhere near completed soon. So I want to get the interior done and the outside buildings done. Alright, time to get cooking on these. Alright, well, we've got our bits and bobs. I grabbed some more glass. I've moved a few of the horses about, so there's no mixing at the moment. You can, however, click this prevent breeding thing, which could be useful. I've gone over and seen Sid, and Sid's lent us Pippi, his beautiful stallion. And we're going to leave him in here. I've named this one Lucky. I've got some food. We'll see what happens. And then we'll go from there. Because this horse breeding thing's a little bit out of my league at the moment. I don't completely understand it. I think this thing here might be a bad thing. We'll see. We'll figure it out yet. Zed's hanging out in here. Rita's hanging out in there. We're going to head over to the mega build and I'll show you what I've been up to over there. Alrighty then. Well, we've got the second level on. Both of them actually, all the way around. Took a bit of yakka, but it's growing. Nicely, I might add. I'm getting there. I have to come out and trim the grass. These lawns need serious mowing out the front here. But that's what we're after. Loving it. But I've done a bit of work on the inside. I've got a bit mind-numbing, and didn't like being up high so much. I fell off a couple of times. So we've got the inside going nicely, and we've done this. We've made a bit of a thing. I've got to watch out for. I got a bull in here, and a cow. I don't know where the deer went. He might have run out finally. But this is coming along nicely. This is how I want the inside. And we've started planning out a few rooms. Well, sort of. I'll put some extra steps in on this side, so when you come in from the entrances here and that side, you've got a choice. Corridor. Not sure whether we're going to make it a full corridor out to here. Bit of a crossroads maybe. This space on the inside will remain open. And this will be rooms. There'll definitely be a room in here. There'll probably be a wall down here covering underneath the stairs. I had to play around with sizings. Don't really know what we're going to do with the rooms yet. They're all subject to change. This, however, is starting to look the part. So we've got a bit of a platform up here. This will be part of the second story. That may extend out. Depends on what I do with the walls for the stairs. Oh, there's my little chisel block. I wondered where I put that one. That's for safekeeping. Yeah, this goes right round. I used the glow pellet to make some decent lights. I'm going to make an upside down version of them to hang from the ceiling. These light the place up nicely. They probably won't stay right here, but they'll be placed probably up high. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Well, this will go right round. This lets some natural light in. Chiseling glass is not my favourite thing. So yeah, that's pretty much that level. And that took a lot. A heck of a lot, actually. More chalk than I care to think about. But let's have a look up top here. It's a big place. You can run around it for quite a while. Yeah, I like that, actually. That's quite neat. So I've got a rail going in all round for safety. And you can view down the mini pyramid down there. I've got all these lights in. We'll put these ones up as well for the stairway. And now I've just got to finish this corner. It's going to be a bugger. The corners with the hardwood. I'm going to finish the corner. And then I think we'll get stuck into, can we drop off here? Owies. And then I'm going to get stuck into walling off these stairs. And I want them fairly open. I am not sure about what we're going to do above. So far, so good. Definitely. This has been a mission. I've still got to do more yet. Crikey. Well, guys, that's it from me. It's been hard yakka. I'm going to do a lot more hard yakka on the place. Lots and lots of hard yakka, actually. So much, in fact, I'll probably go a bit mad. But I'll catch you all next time. Till then, rock on.